gentleman from Texas, Mr. Arrington, to strike the last word.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This provision it's hard to compete with the unfortunate nature of the entire bill, but this one I'd put at the top of the list. I've been hearing my colleagues talk about building back better. I would suggest that this is yet another example of building back backwards. In fact, in West Texas, we'd say building back backwards. And that's a technical term for really, really upside down. On one hand, Mr. Chairman, we've got this hammer that we continue to beat down our job creators, our family farmers with the death tax, our fossil fuel or oil and gas, independent mom and pop operators who fuel this economy. We beat down our workers in trade by our inaction. We should do these no-brainer trade, pro-growth, job-creating provisions like TPA, GSP, MTB. These are no-brainers. We haven't done that. We're putting money into a program that has gone from 230 some odd participants to 230,000 participants to 23,000 participants. Washington is the only place, colleagues, that you could borrow trillions of dollars to fund a failed program that is designed to fix a problem that Washington created. That is the picture here. The fact that we're talking about farm assistance to our ag producers is it's almost humorous if the fact that we're going to be talking about the death tax and the death to family farmers and the largest liquidation of farming operations this country has ever seen on account of a supercharged death tax, which is the most un-American provision in the tax code. It's not serious. This isn't serious. It is just another exercise in self-inflicted wounds. It's like the labor shortage because of the self-inflicted policies to pay people more to be on unemployment. It's like the massive spending that you wrap the flag of COVID around to bail out unions and bail out broke cities and states that created inflation. I won't even talk about the self-inflicted crisis at the border or the debacle in Afghanistan, but these are the policies of self-destruction. That's what I've been trying to say. This will implode and our kids will be there to pick up the pieces. This is unfortunate, and we should try to find a way to create more job opportunities by enforcing the wonderful bipartisan new and improved trade deals with our biggest trading partners, Canada and Mexico. I heard my colleagues say this, and they were right. If we don't enforce these agreements, they're not worth the paper they're written on. We're not having any hearings on it. We're not doing anything to keep the feet to the fire of our partners, Mexico and Canada. And the barriers are going up, and the playing field is becoming unlevel again. And China's ripping us off again because we're not following through on the purchase agreement and their fundamental reforms. So I can't take this seriously because there's been no leadership from our committee on these issues that I think would prevent the economic impact to these trade workers. It would mitigate it. I don't know that it would all prevent it. And I'm not against finding ways to provide assistance to folks in Michigan or in Oregon But I'm not about to throw good, hard-earned tax dollars after bad in this provision of this bill. So this is bad. I hope you withdraw it. I'm going to oppose it, and I thank you for the opportunity to comment, Mr. Chairman.
Thank